You have been set free, and you probably don't even know it. And let me explain where I'm coming from with this. If you've been in situations where you've had people that have told you to mind your own business, maybe they've walked away from you. Maybe they've left you. Maybe they are giving you the silent treatment. They want nothing to do with you. They've made it clear they don't want your input. They don't want your advice. They're asking you to leave them alone, to give them space. That's called being set free. I know that sounds a little odd to say it like that, but I'll never forget when years ago, my sister, who's an amazing woman of God, I was going through a situation with a family member, and to be honest, with one of my kids. And I remember just talking to my sister about it and feeling so disheartened that he really, didn't want me involved in his life and wanted, kind of, please mind your own business, let me figure this out myself. And my sister said to me, baby, do you realize that you just been set free? I was like, what? And she said, Z, do you realize you've been set free? Now you don't have to stress and worry about all of that. You don't have to be thinking about, figuring out all the things that this person needs to do. Now you got time to focus on you and your walk with God. You got time to let that situation go. Let God be God. You hear me on that? Let God be God. And now you have time to work on you. And ever since she told me that, I kid you not, I have implemented and put those words into my life in so many situations. I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because everybody's listening and watching my podcast. But my goodness, I've learned that when people decide to walk away from me, or people are no longer to be in my little inner circle, or I don't know, people give me the silent treatment and, maybe have nothing to say to me, or someone has clearly communicated, hey, I didn't ask for your advice or what have you. I've learned immediately, literally in my spirit, I almost feel like a leap, and I say, I've been set free. I literally say, okay, I've been set free of that. I can't force a relationship to happen if someone doesn't want to have a relationship with you. I can't force a friendship. I can't even force my kids to do the things that I want them to do. Now, for those of you who know, I have 3 adult kids, and one, well, he'll be an adult in about another year from now, but I can't force that. So I've learned, and I'm hoping that you guys are listening to this, watching this video or listening to my podcast with a smile on your face, because I'm praying that something in your spirit jumps, that, you realize, oh my God, all this time I'm fighting for this relationship, or I'm fighting to help this person, or to get this person to see my side, or to get this person to see I'm just trying to help, or I'm fighting to make this relationship work, or whatever. I hope that there's something that jumps in your spirit that just says, thank you, God, I've been set free. Now, that doesn't mean you go walking out on everybody in your life because they don't want to talk to you today. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a freedom in your spirit of just, I got to let this go. I got to focus on me now. I got to focus on my walk with God now. I can't change that. This person's made it very clear they don't want my input. They don't want my advice. Or in some cases, they don't want my love. Now, that don't mean you stop loving. But there's a release in your spirit, I'm praying, that happens where you something clicks, where you say, okay, perhaps this is God setting me free. Perhaps I'm being set free. Now I get to grow in my walk with God. Now I get to implement. There's a passage. Now, if you're listening to my podcast, and by the way, I know I'm talking fast, but this is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. For those who are listening, my YouTube channel is also streaming at this time as well. And I'm picking up my Bible, so you might hear some papers ruffling. But in Philippians, I think it's chapter 4. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, you see my Bible. Oh my goodness, it's so taped together. And I've had this Bible for over 20 some years, and my notes are all in it, and I love it, but it's literally falling apart. But in Philippians chapter 4, I love the part in here in verse 8 when he says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And it goes on to say, whatever you've learned or received or heard from me or seen into me, put it into practice. And check this out. And the God of peace will be with you. You may say, well, Z, why are you reading that passage? Because now you got time to think about this. Oh, my goodness. I'm cracking myself up as I'm saying this because, my goodness, hopefully you're laughing along with me. If you've ever been in a situation where you've been so consumed with other people, especially when it comes to your kids? You know how that can be, right? Or relationships or friendships, whatever it is. Then maybe you'll be smiling with me right now by realizing that sometimes you can be so consumed and so wrapped up in them and in their world and everything going on with them and trying to make sure they're doing what they need to do, when half the time they really don't want your input. They really want you to leave them alone. The smile comes from the freedom of being set free and allowing myself to be able to think about whatever's right, whatever's pure, whatever's lovely, all of those things, and letting the peace of God be with me. That's where the smile is coming from. It's not an arrogant smile. It's a smile of, wow, I didn't realize all this time this person was setting me free. Here I was still trying to cling to that, thinking I'm so needed, or in some cases that I need this person, or in some cases that this person needs me. Never really understanding the gift of freedom. So when I started implementing some of these things in my life, and this may happen to you, so this is just a gentle warning. Sometimes you may have people feel like, well, you don't care about me anymore. You don't seem to be caring. No. You set me free. I still pray for you. I still love you. You know, it happened with one of my kids, and I won't go into detail, where he clearly wanted me out of his life and didn't want me involved in some things. And then when I gave him his, when I realized I was set free, he kind of came back, I don't know, maybe a week or two later, like, well, you seem like you don't care anymore. No, I care, but let me remind you, you set me free. So I'm going to let you do you. I'm going to let you figure that out, baby. But you set me free. Now mama get to work on her. Mama get to spend some time in her closet praying. Mama get to go for a walk without stressing about you. Mama gets to smile a little bit. And again, it's not all just about kids. This can be any relation. This can even be your boss. This could be a coworker. This could be someone you're in a relationship with. This could be a friend. I just want you to see the value in being set free. And I pray that your eyes open so you realize that it is an opportunity for you to then become who you need to become. So don't be discouraged. And I know it hurts. I apologize if this podcast is kind of making a little light of it, because there's nothing light about it. I know it hurts, because I would imagine if you're taking the time to listen to me or watch me on YouTube right now, you probably have a pretty big heart and love people and want to help people. You probably are the kind of person, even if you're in relationships, this is just my guess, you probably are the one doing a lot of the giving. The one that probably, gets your feelings hurt because, the love is not always reciprocal, right? But I hope that somehow, even though I can't see your faces, I hope that some of you are smiling right now, because a light bulb is going off and you're realizing, my goodness, all along I was being set free and I didn't even know it. All this time, this person was actually doing me a favor. Now I get to sit back and grow in my walk with God and be who I need to become. And I don't need to be stressing about this anymore. I can't change it. I tried anyway and it didn't work, right? Now I get to be who I need to be. So I pray that you are encouraged. Again, my name is Z. My name is Zenja Glass, by the way. Everyone calls me Z, and this is Unlocking Greatness Podcast. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen. And I just pray that the next time that someone tells you to leave them alone, if they are giving you the silent treatment and acting as if they really want nothing to do with you, please don't go up in your room and get down about it or start feeling maybe it's just me, maybe I need to do something different. What else can I do to win this person's love or this person's approval or whatever it may be, any relationship. Please, please, please spend some time with God. Sit in silence. Open your spiritual eyes and realize that just perhaps you are being set free. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. I pray that you're encouraged. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. This is Z again. Do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification button. Bye-bye.